Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to review of Die Without Hope, the 5th record by the band Carnifex. Today we're celebrating the 10th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. My story with this band is quite simple. I've stumbled upon their music over 11 years ago. I am not sure which song I've heard first, but it had to make an impression on me because I've went through their entire discography. And I remember that I've especially loved the record Until I Feel Nothing. That one is still amazing to this day, and also Hell Chose Me had some amazing bangers. Since then I've been a massive fan of their music. I've listened through every record at least once. I even saw them live back in 2020, before the pandemic started. So when it comes to Carnifex, after the 4th record they went on a hiatus, and then they came back with this record. The lineup here is Scott Lewis on the vocals, Jordan and Corey on the guitars. For Jordan, this is his first record with the band. Then we've got Fred on the bass and Sean on the drums and keyboards. Sean and Scott are the founding members, and Fred and Corey, I think, have been with the band since the first album. The production is tight. It was handled by Mark Lewis, a well-respected and renowned producer. He also did 2 guest guitar solos on the first 2 songs, and I must say that his production is amazing. I love the clarity of it, the punchiness of the drums and the guitars. It's just so good, like I have no complaints about it. Next we've got The Message. It's diverse. The songs are mostly about depression, suicide. They're just so glammy and unhappy all the time. It has that dark vibe to it. I love it because sometimes you do feel like that, so it's very relatable. Also, almost every song on this record has some quotable lines, like the first song or the second one, the last one. The lyrics are just amazing, you have to check them out. When it comes to the structure, most of the songs have an advanced one, which means we've got an intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, outro, but Carnifex sprinkles in a lot of breakdowns in between. So usually it goes like this: intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, a breakdown, then a verse that's slightly different from the first verse, then a guitar solo or another breakdown, chorus, and outro. The outro might be a breakdown or maybe some piano playing. Usually it just goes like that. Then we've got one track, the 9th one. It's an intro, so it has a basic structure. It's like 1 minute long, nothing interesting happens there. And the technical structure, 3 songs have it. It's basically similar to the advanced structure, but there's a lot of stuff going on. So like 10 or 15 segments happen in those songs, you know. When it comes to the music on this record, it's deathcore with some death metal, black metal influences, lots of black metal influences. When it comes to the death metal influence, I mean the melodeath kind, you know, old school In Flames. You can feel that, especially on the last song on the record. The album opens with Salvation is Dead, and the first thing you're going to notice about it is the drumming. The drummer is very talented, Sean, great guy. He also writes most of those songs, like he wrote the 3rd track and the 6th one, I think. Very cool guy. I love his double bass work, the blast beats, the precision of his playing, the style, just everything. He's the heart of this band. Next we've got the bass work. It's not that audible and it mostly follows the guitars. The guitar work, astonishing. I love most of the guitar riffs, especially the tremolo stuff that reminds me of Melodeath. The breakdowns, you know, standard 0-1 dudun dudun chugging, but it works. We've also got some amazing guitar solos on this record. On this song, Mark Lewis plays the guitar solo, and he's great at it. Then we've got all of the electronic and symphonic elements. There's not a lot of them, but they are here and they do complement the music. They work with it very well. I do enjoy it. And then finally we've got the vocal performance by Scott, and I just love his growling and screaming. Just so good to hear, so passionate, so full of emotions. You can truly feel all of that in his voice. Going back to Salvation is Dead, this is my second favorite song by this band, like ever. I love the changes here, the guitar riffs, the drumming, the vocals go so hard, the lyrics. I love that final breakdown after the beeping, you know, the poop, 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 you're dead, and that stuff, just so amazing. It has that primal vibe to it, you know, it's simple but it grooves so hard. 11 out of 10. Dark Days is another banger. I think this was released as a single because I remember the lyric video for it. Love the guitar solo here, you know, the middle part of the song, so emotional, so memorable, and the breakdown before, you know, love that stuff. Again, so simple, but it remains in your head even after many years. This song goes hard, you know, the structure here isn't as technical as in the previous song, but it works. Love the black metal influences, the tremolo stuff, all of that. 10 out of 10. Condemned to Decay. Now a fun fact for you, this is apparently a song that they've already wrote for the previous record, but they just didn't finish it on time, and you can truly feel that, because for me personally, this is one of the weaker songs on the record. It doesn't mean it's bad, I do enjoy it, it's fun to listen to. It has that slight Until I Feel Nothing vibes, but it's just nothing special, you know, it's a good competent track, but it's not as memorable and interesting as the previous two songs. It's just great, you know, there isn't any moment here except the breakdown, which I would be like, wow, you know, like, no, it's just fine, you know, it works in the context of the album. 8 out of 10. Die Without Hope, another banger. Everyone knows this song because it has a music video. What can I say? I love the breakdown in the middle. The chorus is fun, very black metallish sounding. And besides that, again, this song is kinda similar to Dark Days. It's so easy to remember, like you won't ever forget it. 10 out of 10. Hatred and Slaughter. Now this one features our favorite boy, Jason Sukov, the producer, the best dude ever basically. Do you remember his band, Crotch Duster? Or when he was the producer on Chimera's Resurrection? Go watch that making of video, it's just so good. So yeah, Jason plays a guitar solo here, and you can truly feel that because he has his own style, so you always know that it's him. And I must say that this song is a banger, especially the chorus. It's so melodic, it has that melodic vibe to it. This song makes me happy because of that. It's way more melodic than the previous two songs combined, and that's cool as hell. The breakdown's cool as usual, same with the drumming, the guitar riffs, the bass lines, the vocals. It's just perfect, 10 out of 10. Dragged Into the Grave. Now this might have been the first single of this album, because I do remember listening to it and I was like, wow, this album is going to be amazing. And it was. So yeah, this song is a banger. I love the vocals, the lyrics. The lyrics go so hard. The drumming, perfect. The guitar riffs, wow, just so much fun, especially that breakdown that has those eerie nu metal melodies in the background. Cool stuff. Also remember that when the chorus or the pre-chorus happens for the second time, the eerie melodies just change. They're like nice stuff. 10 out of 10. Rotten Souls. Now this is one of the songs written by that second guitarist for whom this record is the first one. I forgot his name, sorry for that. I must say that this song goes hard. Again, the chorus is my favorite part because it's melodic and fun to listen to. The verses go hard, we've got a breakdown as usual. It's just a great song, you know, it's perfect to me, it's way better than Condemned to Decay, for example. 10 out of 10. Last Words. Now this might be my least favorite one of them all. It might be slightly better than Condemned to Decay, because the first minute or so is just a standard Carnifex song, but then we've got the breakdown in the middle, and the middle part of the song is the best, just so heavy, so emotional. Then we've got some cool guitar riffs after that breakdown, and then I guess the verses come back and the chorus, so it's just a great song, nothing more, nothing less. 8 out of 10. Reflection of the Forgotten. Now this is an intro that transitions into the last song. I must say that I have no clue why this is even on the record. it shouldn't be here. Maybe they didn't have enough ideas for 10 songs on the album, so they've added this intro. But besides that, yeah, I always skip it. Like, it's basically nothing to me. It's fine. 5 out of 10. Where the Light Dies. This might probably surprise you, but this is my favorite Carnifex song ever. Like, the emotional impact it has, the lyrics, the vocals, the tension, the guitar riffs, the drumming, the cool intro, the symphonic and keyboard elements. It's just such a coherent piece. I love this song from beginning to the end. I wouldn't change a single thing about it because every segment goes hard. It's technical, it's fun to listen to. Also, you might know this, but the vocalist Scott claims that this was the first song written for the record and it ends the album. It's quite funny actually. So yeah, my favorite part of this song is the chorus, "Where light dies," and the outro, you know, with the tremolo guitar riffs. "True love is fucking light," or something like that. He's screaming that. I just love those tremolo riffs. They remind me of better times because they're just so melodic and so captivating. This is a beautiful song, one of the best. 11 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting. Reparability, yeah, it's an excellent record. I enjoyed it from beginning to the end. It doesn't have any weak songs, you know, except the interlude, the 9th song, which is, I don't know why it's here, I would remove it. Besides that, everything is perfect. My favorite songs here are Where the Light Dies, Salvation is Dead, Dark Days, Dragged into the Grave, Hatred and Slaughter, Die Without Hope, and Rotten Souls. This one and Until I Feel Nothing will always remain my favorite Carnifex records. Maybe because of a nostalgia, I don't think so. I've listened to this record 3 times today and was like, this is amazing. The only flaw I could see here is that the songs are very similar to each other, so if you won't enjoy like 2 or 3 songs, you might not enjoy the entire thing, but to me it was fun as hell, and I was kinda sad that the next albums weren't as fun as this one. They are still great, don't get me wrong, I enjoy every Carnifex record, but this one and the previous one, they're just special. That's all from me. Celebrate the anniversary by spinning this record today, it deserves your love and attention. Don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, and if you want, support me on my Patreon, links in the description. And I will see you in my other videos, or maybe Doom MIDI covers, who knows. Bye!